It's almost winter and we are trying to get the last few things wrapped up here before the real cold weather and the snow arrives. One of the things we've got to do here is get all the conduit installed. We've got 2 conduits coming in. We've got the one on my left, which is going to be a networking conduit. That's going to allow us to access all of the sensors that we embedded down the well, as well as control some landscape lighting and other things here at the well. That is going to be coming in on this side of the well shaft. The second conduit, this other 1-inch conduit, this is going to be bringing in power. We're going to bring that in 90 degrees round on the well shaft, so that'll be coming in on that side of the well shaft. So fairly straightforward. All we got to do is measure them, throw a 90 elbow fitting on there, bring them up to grade. We're going to set them off from the well shaft by about 1 inch. That is the appropriate offset for the well cap that will go on top for how it accesses the conduit, and also works if we add any junction boxes or anything else like that in future. For now though, they're just going to be stubbed at the top. We've just installed this pipe here. This 3/4 inch galvanized steel pipe will be for an outside hose bib, a faucet out here. It's not a winterized one. This isn't a frost-free hydrant, I should say. We're going to winterize this, just blow all the water out of here in winter so it doesn't freeze. It's just fed from a pipe that will come from inside the utility building.
Yesterday we finished the well line, we finished the conduit that goes up to the well, and also we installed the water line that's going to a spigot. So now I can backfill all that area. Another area I can backfill is where all the conduits are. And I think I'll start with this area first, because we want to move the RV from there to here, and I will lose the access to it with the tractor once the RV is there. So I'll start with this first. And while I remember, let me tell you where all these network conduits go. This conduit here goes to the bottom and then goes off that direction along the septic trench to a post near the septic tanks, and then to a post over there by the leach field. Second conduit here, this is for network to the barn. It goes here and around here towards there. And then the third one, this is buried network to the driveway. So this is the cable, comes out, it joins this network here. It has the pull line in already, and this one goes along the trench where the electrical goes to the transformer there, and along, and then to the pole over there by the driveway. And then this 1.5 inch conduit, we will finish stubbing it out, and it will go to the house over there in this trench. So the house is going to be there, but we're stubbing out the trench from utility building. So those are our network conduits. I have backfilled here from this edge. The height I've backfilled to is about the height of gravel, and I backfilled a little bit over here so that we can get electrical conduit from here to over that trench for the house. To backfill this area here, we can get with a tractor from that side or from this side as well, even when the RV is going to be here. So now I'll turn my attention to the well line. So I'll need to add sand to cover the pipe and conduit over here and in there, and then foam board all the way to the well, and then more sand on top, and these detectable tapes, and then some more sand on top. After that, we'll see whether I get to that today, but then we can bring the topsoil on top, because we'll continue this kind of line here up to the top, and that will probably plant a few more fruit trees on this edge. And once this is backfilled, it will not look like such a steep hill. And also, actually, some of this is fill, so we're still going to need to like smooth it out and figure out how we want the grade to change exactly. Looks like the reason I couldn't start the plate compactor is because it's out of gas, so it's time to fill it up. Okay, let's try this again. Who needs a gym? I call this free range organic CrossFit. Okay, time for foam board. This is how far I got done today. I got put the foam board down for the well line, so that's done. And the tape is in, so now we could just backfill with regular fill.
Our first time dumping with the RV in its new spot, so let's see. Pull the grate. Is that flowing?
Yeah.
We're going to have a little low spot here until I can build a little support for it. But yeah, that works.
I have covered all the pipes and foam board and everything with sand, so now I can put rougher material on top. I will start with kind of rough sub-base in the deepest sections, and then as a top layer I'll use more like topsoil material that we scraped off from our forest floor, although that's still going to have some rocks, but not as much as sub-base rocks. Winter is almost here and we are trying to get ready for the winter. It has already snowed a couple times and it has melted, but tonight there's going to be a larger storm that's supposed to bring 5 inches of snow, and so just need to tidy up the final things, but otherwise we think we're pretty much done and ready for winter. We have skirted the RV using foam board. We went back and forth trying to figure out which method to use, but we decided to use the same one that we did 2 years ago using foam board, and you can find a video on that in our YouTube library of how we did it then. But we did it pretty much the exact same way, and we already see that the temperature under the RV just stays stable at around 40 degrees pretty much all day and night. Even when at night it gets down to 16, and then during the day it gets just a little bit above freezing. We also have the RV connected to our sewer cleanout here, and we built this rail so that the hose has a nice slope. And this is a heated hose. We've been using that now for a couple seasons and it's been working really great. I will put a link for that in the video description. For the water, we can't connect it directly to the well, but about once a week we can fill it from the well and just put the hose inside the storage bay, and it shouldn't freeze and it should be fine. We also put all the tools away. We also put these stakes wherever we don't want the snowplow to hit. And in terms of the construction site, we haven't been able to finish what kind of we wanted, but it's okay. We can return to it back in the spring. So there's still conduit work that needs doing, and the PVC glue, it has certain temperatures that it can be used, and also to make the bends and stuff, it's not as pliable. We put the tarp down here just in the spring, so it's easier to get the snow off and get it going, and I think we'll put another tarp, like over here. There's still a few hours left before the storm, so we'll see what I can do in those hours. So this should prevent water getting into this conduit, but it's not a big deal. It actually finishes like just here because this is for the buried cable. The conduit only is just to get it through the foundation. I'll put these stuff away. Might as well do it. I want to backfill some of the foundation with this sand. The outer layer is frozen, so hopefully I can get through it with a tractor and pick some sand up. I tried to start the tractor and I couldn't. It is 33 degrees, so just above freezing, and I've been warming up the tractor up for like about half an hour, and the ignition turns on fine, but then as soon as I start driving, then it stops. So let me try again. So I'll wait for spark plugs to warm up. The heat is about a year. I'll do some revs. And that's it. I'll have to Google what's going on. And the diesel has been mixed with the cold weather additive, so that part should be fine. Matt reminded me that this has happened before, and it might be that the seat lever is frozen. Let me wiggle it. Okay, let me try again. We normally keep the seat in upright position so that snow and rain doesn't get on the seat. But then if the lever gets stuck in that position and the tractor thinks that the seat is raised up, then it might not allow to drive as a safety precaution. So let's see if that's fixed it. Nope. Let's try again. Everything is just a little bit harder in winter. It's certainly suboptimal working in frozen conditions. Pieces of sand is completely frozen, so it's hard to rake it. I was hoping I could get more foam board here on, but I think I'll leave that for now, because actually what is more important is to get more cross shock here so that it is more backfilled around the piers. So hopefully crushed rock pile is not frozen and I could get some material out of there. So I have filled this area with crushed rock. This is going to be cardboard side, so a slab, cardboard slab is going to go on top of here. But I've filled it now around all the piers, so now they should be slightly more protected from any frost heaving. Well, I think this is how far we're getting with the foundation this year. But not to worry, we have lots of things to do over the winter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.